and welcome everybody to Topless Topics, a channel that seeks to highlight the blatant sexism, misogyny, and transphobia of gender-based censorship, one heinous female nipple at a time. I am your host Cleo, and today I want to share with you why I will no longer be posting my topless equality content to YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, or any other pro-patriarchy platform. So right as I'm recording this, I am once again banned from posting anything new to my YouTube channel, Topless Topics, which is the origin of this whole crazy radical idea of normalizing female nipples outside of sexually explicit situations so that someday we might have the exact same rights as men. Because yesterday I received a brand new community guidelines violation strike on a years-old fully clothed video for linking to nudity and sexual content. That nudity and sexual content in question being my very own website, URL of website redacted because YouTube uses AI to scrape videos for URLs that might lead to objectionable content, which is exactly why they gave me this latest strike. .org. Despite what YouTube's moderation team is claiming, I do not in fact have any sexual content anywhere on my website. And no more nudity than you'd find on any of the millions of male-presenting thirst traps all over the internet, YouTube included. Less nudity in fact because I'm wearing pants instead of a skin-tight Speedo barely covering my junk. Really, I should be thanking YouTube for this fresh ban though, because it perfectly illustrates why I make these videos in the first place. Because call me crazy, but isn't it a little bit ridiculous that it's 2025 and yet we're still applying different levels of censorship based on what gender someone looks like? What does that even mean? What is a female presenting nipple? Aesthetically and biologically, they are exactly the same. As anyone who's watched my videos for any length of time can tell you, I am prone to excessive verbosity. So if you're new to Topless Topics and you'd like to know more about why I started this channel, what my real motives are, and other frequently asked questions / accusations, feel free to go to .org/FAQ. What I really want to share with you in this video is that, at the behest of longtime supporters who have seen firsthand how constantly trying to catch up with endlessly shifting Escher-esque goalposts for what's considered censorship-worthy content is devastatingly destructive on my mental health, I'm finally stepping back. No more hoop jumping. I'm done. I'm not going to keep beating my head bloody against the glass ceiling trying to beat the patriarchy within the rules of their own game. Now don't panic, I don't mean I'm completely abandoning Topless Topics. Just that I'm not going to keep wasting so much time and effort making the actual video and then 10 times as long making a super censored version of the video and all the social media posts to let people know about the super censored video, only to watch the already censored versions of my videos still get banned. Nope. I'm going to redirect that time and effort into improving the quality of the videos themselves. That means more dynamic editing, more out-on-the-street event coverage, more interviews with interesting people, from progressive activists to scientists to sex workers, and hopefully some of your favorite content creators as well. Do you know anyone who might be willing? Have them reach out to me and we'll set something up. No more rambling, angry griping about the same old grievances. I'm going to focus on new, exciting, less female rage-inducing topics instead. I admit I do have some trepidation on how this new approach to Topless Topics might pan out. After all, I've been making videos since the first year of YouTube's existence, and I've always been very interested in the online content creator world. So I've witnessed firsthand how the whole concept has shifted from something rooted in creativity and authentic human connection to a soulless commercial industry based around audience retention and appeasing algorithm daddy, as Jamila Jamil puts it. It feels like the conversion of creator to influencer has caused so many to view the world of online content creation as a cutthroat zero-sum attention economy contest that the pre-AdSense, socially anxious nerd recording in their bedroom online video ecosphere used to provide. However, as you might imagine, given the frequency with which even my already censored content is banned, ad revenue and commercial sponsorships have never been an option for me as a content creator. I have tried so hard for years to stay within vaguely worded community guidelines, enough to find self-sustaining success like so many other honestly way more divisive creators have. But the time has come to admit to myself that this is something that's simply never going to happen for me. We are all on the precipice of reaching the event horizon for the dead internet theory. A theory that states that someday every internet user is going to find ourselves in a full-blown dystopian capitalistic hellscape, where the vast majority of our online interactions happen with AI bots and algorithms, not, real people. And a major component of how social media companies have gotten us to this point is their aggressive deplatforming of outspoken creators like me. Those of us who threaten the status quo from which they've made so much money. So what this means in concrete terms as far as the future of Talpa's Topics goes is that if you are only following me on mainstream social media, you're not going to know when I have new content come out. I'm not going to keep posting to YouTube and Instagram and Facebook and TikTok, etc. because it gets banned anyway, so why bother? If you do want to find out when I have new content available, you're going to have to step away from mainstream social media and follow me on places like the fediverse instead. Look, I totally understand that for those of us who don't have a degree in computer science, using decentralized platforms like Mastodon and PeerTube is intimidating. Because places like that aren't owned by a single corporate entity, they don't have hired teams of professional social media experts, whose whole job is to design a slick sign-up process so that new users are already hooked into their centrally controlled silos. It took me months after cold turkey quitting Twitter in 2022 to figure out how Mastodon works. And there are still aspects to the fediverse that I find challenging, for instance, how limited searchability is so that it's difficult for other Mastodon users to even find out that my content exists. But there's a lot of other benefits to joining the fediverse too, in addition to avoiding algorithmic censorship. Don't worry, I'm going to stop there. I know if you're not already a fediverse user, your eyes are probably glazing over as you think to yourself, that sounds confusing. I don't want to deal with any of that. If you do want more information about what the fediverse is and how it works, I will have links in the description. And again, I know it's daunting, but this is really the only solution to breaking the cycle of abusive, addictive relationships to mainstream social media platforms, whose only goal is to exploit you as a resource for selling ads. To give you a very simple metaphor, joining the fediverse is kind of like joining a college or high school club. You can join multiple clubs, but you're still free to move interchangeably between them. And you can connect with people in different clubs without having to duplicate yourself, unlike having to make a whole new account every time you want to interact with someone on a different social media site. And most importantly, getting kicked out of one club doesn't mean you're simultaneously removed from every other club at the school. In the meantime, if you're going to continue to use mainstream social media platforms, then please consider linking to my content in your own original posts. I may be stepping down from making those posts, but the only way we're going to move the needle towards gender equality is if a lot more people take notice and a lot more people speak out. That means we have to be obnoxiously loud, too loud for mainstream social media to silence all of us. And finally, since again, monetization and sponsorship deals are never going to be a possibility for me, I'm dependent on donations from viewers like you to pay for things like video hosting and editing software subscriptions and better recording equipment. You can become a Patreon donor for as little as $2 a month at patreon.com/. You can also buy artistic nude photography prints like these at .gumroad.com. I also hand make my own shirts like these. Right now the process is pretty time consuming, so I'm still working out how to make it faster and more affordable. If you do want to find out when these shirts are available for purchase, stay connected with me online and I'll let you know. You can always find my as yet unbanned social media links at .org/contact. The main methods of finding me online as of January 2025 is to follow me on Mastodon at mastodon.social, and you can join our Discord at .org/chat. You can also reach me directly by emailing cleo@.org. Just keep the message respectful or I will be screenshotting it and publicly shaming you. Alrighty then, that's pretty much it for this video. Here's to a mentally healthier future for Cleo of Talpa's Topics, even if the rest of the world is rapidly going to shit. Bye! Thank you to my Patreon donors, because I, again, could not do this without you, so you're awesome! Oh yes, I also live stream all the time. Probably should have put that somewhere earlier in the video, but it's okay, you're finding out now. My live stream schedule does change a little bit as life requires. Right now I try to stream on Twitch every Friday, 12 to 3 p.m. PST over at twitch.tv/Ceri.game, C-E-R-I got game, which is my gamer tag that I would love to do more content about if I had the time and spoons and blah blah blah. And then occasionally throughout the week I live stream at joystick.tv/u/, which is unfortunately a sex site, but as we all know, I need to use a sex site to have my female nipples visible at all. So if you want to, again, go to my contact page and you can follow me there and find out when I am streaming, so you can watch me edit video like this one or draw erotic art. Sometimes I like to play adult games just so I can do silly voices. Yeah, it's a good time, but yeah, the main thing, follow me on the socials, obviously not like Instagram and stuff like that. Like I said, I'm not really gonna post in them anymore. Maybe I will, but I'm not gonna I'm not gonna let myself get upset when I get banned on them, because it keeps happening, right? It just keeps fucking happening, and I can't let myself be like so angry every time it happens, because it's gonna keep happening. But you know what? Me getting punched in the face by the patriarchy means I got them on the run. It means the patriarchy is sweating in their dick-sized boots. They know what's coming, and yeah, that's why they ban me so much, because I shake the system, baby. All right, I don't know where I'm going with this. I better stop recording. I have been in front of this camera for like 3 hours. Okay, I am done. Bye.